everybody, welcome back Attack. I'm Skyland Shore, and today I'm going to give you my first impression on Gladiators Online, a new browser multiplayer fighting game. Okay guys, this is actually going to be a really quick first impression. I can tell you, not only did, well, I tried to do a live first impression, okay? I did that, I tried to do that for you guys. I know those have a lot of character, they're kind of fun, you know, there's a lot of content in those, but I really just couldn't, you know, I kind of rage quit my original first impression, but I can't leave you guys hanging. It's really important to let you guys know if a game is good or bad or not, and maybe from, well, how this first impression is going, you probably know that the game's really bad. I think it's probably like basically trash to your game. Now, it looks kind of interesting, right? It seems like it would make a cool trailer, a good Facebook banner. Guys, we know already that a lot of games do this. You know, they have good, I guess, appearances. But of course, that's why we have first impressions. I go play the games, find out if it's actually good or not. Gladiators Online is, I think, trash tier. There's so many things about it. There's so many little gimmicky little things that try to get you hooked and try to take money away from you that just, it's really annoying, okay? So for instance, there's a whole lot of different weapons to equip. There's a whole lot of different kinds of gladiators, armors. You even like have different training grounds. There's actually seemingly a lot of depth and complexity to the game, but in the end, it's essentially meaningless. It's very atrocious, so whoever has the strongest gladiator, you do have a whole roster of gladiators that you are training, but whoever has the strongest gladiator, whoever has the strongest armors equipped with that gladiator, and then there's some slight rock, paper, scissors mechanics, because there are some different abilities that you can equip on them, but really, the game feel, the actual gameplay, it's essentially meaningless, okay? Think Mortal Kombat, but take away the ability to do anything. It basically just plays itself, okay? Now, the only thing that you can do is special attacks, which build themselves up automatically, and you choose when to do them, but I guess you can also choose which ones to use, but in the end, like, you really have almost no choice. It is essentially a pay-to-win, an entirely pay-to-win game. Okay, or I guess you could grind some of this stuff out, but there's just so much incentive to actually spend money on this. For one, yes, you do have a whole roster of different gladiators, but whenever they go into a battle, they have to rest, and you have to like repair them. You have to go to the sanatorium or whatever, and you have to actually spend money in order to get them up and ready to keep going. You don't have to spend money. You could wait the time, or you can spend in-game currency. But in the end, there is so much incentive to grind, to spend money, that there's a little room for actual, I guess, you know, fun to actually explore the game in its depth and its complexity. And, just the browser component to the game. I actually had to download Mozilla Firefox to make it run properly, and it didn't even run properly. It ran horribly. It was awkward. I guess the actual fights are kind of not horrible looking. I mean, there's worse 3D games out there that aren't even browser games, but still, it's really freaking sad when Nickelodeon actually has a full-on multiplayer, like online browser fighting game. Like, it's a legitimate fighting game that's on the browser that you can play against online people, and then there's this game, which has obviously a huge amount of polish. It's not just some side arcade game for some cartoon. It's an actual freaking game, Gladiators Online, made by an actual company, and it's like essentially worse than that. Like, seriously, come on. Gladiators Online is one of those games that you're just gonna forget about. You're gonna forget about it after this review because you're not gonna go play it. I really hope you don't go play it. If you go play it just to laugh at it, but really it doesn't deserve the attention. I try not to be so harsh about some games, but whenever I rage quit my own first impression, which I rarely do, I play a lot of bad games, guys. I play a lot of grindy games. I understand that some games aren't just for me. Some people like the grind, you know. They gotta make money somehow, but Gladiators Online literally has nothing to offer outside of its grind. So, I mean, what can I say? Anyways, that's pretty much it. That was my first impressions of Gladiators Online. It seemingly looks like an interesting and deep, complex fighting game, but it's not. When you actually get into it, there's zero game feel. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Attack Gaming. Please come back, Attack. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And yes, we will see you again later. Welcome back, Attack. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 free-to-play MMOs for this year, for 2015, and I think across all the genres for free-to-plays, we've seen so much innovation in MOBAs, in MMOs, in like card games. We've seen so many new things this past year, and hopefully, maybe, probably so, 2015 is going to be just as exciting.